Genetics did not have any gender. The Holy Spirit does not have any gender, does not have any genetics. The Son does and eternally will have it. He will forever be a man. This is just Christian theological stuff that I answer all the time over on the radio. It's basic stuff. And you can disagree with it. How do you prove it? There's no proof for this. Proof resides in mathematics and logic. How do I prove Jesus rose from the dead? You don't. How do we prove the Bible is inspired of God? You don't. Proof is for mathematics and logic. But the evidence needs to be weighed, and the evidence needs to be examined logically, and then you make decisions based upon evidence and using their logic. That's all I'm saying. So there you go.
See, here's the problem. Under the issue of divine hiddenness, we would expect that a God who wants relationship with us, who is all-knowing, all-good, and all-powerful, would give us such reasons to believe that non-belief would be morally inculpable. Now, Matt just mentioned the resurrection, saying you can't prove it. Well, there should be evidential indications of resurrection. It should happen again today. Certainly, if I saw somebody crucified and the top scientists in the world affirmed they were dead, and then I saw them supernaturally come back to life and float up into heaven, I might be more interested than I am now. So Matt can't have it both ways. You can't say, well, this is not part of the debate, because one of the atheistic arguments is the argument from divine hiddenness and the argument from religious confusion that if a God exists, he would be more forthcoming with showing us not only his will, but making it more plausible for us to believe in which one of the claims of the manifestation of his will are true. And as long as these remain obscure and shrouded in supernaturalism qua magic, it's harder to believe. And the harder it is to believe, the more unlikely it was authored by a God who wants us to believe and who knows our minds. So therefore, the withholding of direct evidential answers to these questions is inconsistent with what we would reasonably expect from a God who wants us to know him and know his will.
Okay, some of these questions are very similar, and some of the questions are being answered as they answer other questions. So I'm going to combine these. This is for Eddie. If atheism is true, as you believe, then what within an atheistic perspective makes valuing truth over falsehood valid? And then how do you define what is right and what is wrong, good and evil, if morality is objective? How so?
Well, all I have to do is to show that secular morality is superior to divine command or biblical morality. I don't have to have an absolute